Other than that, pray.
You have heard his story, the unseen and unspoken world of a pedophile, attracted to children but never acting on it. Tonight, you're weighing in. 10 News reporter Courtney Robinson is here to help you confront all of your fears.
And this is so uncomfortable, in fact, that when we tried to put together a panel of parents, almost a dozen said no. Law enforcement couldn't be involved because Macon Ross has never been charged or convicted of a crime. Most therapists, they didn't even return my calls. But 2 parents did. Janie Porter, a mom of 3 and founder of parenting site She Disclose, and Chris Sutton, dad of 3, former law enforcement and creator of the Global Cobra Self-Defense Program.
Are you attracted to children?
Yes.
Janie Porter and Chris Sutton watched, listened, and reacted.
I'm not going to do anything physically, but because I don't want to go to jail, because it's a sin against God. But
This guy's a mess.
Exactly.
He's
But
a mess.
At times, tough for them to believe.
I don't do anything physically, but mentally, yes.
For him, it's
He
a
wants
clear
to.
line.
I've never had sex with children as an adult.
He's not a pedophile by definition of the law, and that's what's scary, because there's no tool out there for me to know where he is.
Ross is adamant he's never sexually assaulted a child. And I dug into his past. I found no evidence he's ever been charged or convicted. While these parents understand that, they worry about those who do act.
It's so scary, and I really feel that with my kids all being under 5, the only option is not letting them out of my sight, which is, like you say, completely not possible at all. I don't think they would stand a chance against this
You'd
guy.
be surprised. Kids can learn small acronyms: scream, attack, and escape. They learn really quick. If a 9-month-old can learn how to swim, a 5-year-old can identify this unnatural feeling, okay, and what to do, how to anchor, how to access the targets on this guy, because the only important people in the world are mommy and daddy.
I try not to go to pools, try not to go to the beaches.
As a parent, when I'm at the beach, I'm going to be a lot more cognizant of who's around, who's watching.
These parents say Ross shared details that will help them, where he doesn't go, what triggers his attraction to children, and what intimidates him.
When he says, "Look me in the eyes," is that something?
Oh, that resonates absolutely. When you look them in the eye and you tell them with your eyes, "I gotcha, I see you," I think that's very powerful.
He hunted you down to give you this information. So there's a motive behind it, but he's exactly right as far as how these guys think. Don't let them out of your sight. This is what I think about. I suppress urges, and many of them don't.
So, look strangers in the eye, there's scream, attack, escape, and then you have to remember those who do act, they know what we don't. Time, place, method. So you want to look at your child's daily routine and strengthen any of those weak links. Where is the parent-to-parent handoff not happening or adult-to-adult handoff not happening?
Now, you can do that with a young child, but here's the problem.
Right.
Preteens, teenagers, they're here, they're there, and it's tough.
Right. You want them to also spread their wings,
Right.
but you want them to be safe because they are soft targets.
Mm-hmm.
They're still children.
Right.
So a mom of a 13-year-old actually asked me that about her child walking to the bus stop.
Right.
And here's what Sutton says. Your child, the preteen, teenagers, they need to keep that daily routine, the way that they walk, that sort of thing. But you want to make sure that they're not walking alone, that they're not on that cell phone, that it's broad daylight, that there's a well-lit area, maybe busy with other people around, other neighbors. But really, the biggest key is training. They can get training.
Yeah, and speaking of training, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as just talking to your kids.
And I want to reiterate that because this is the reason why we shared Macon Ross's story. It's one of the reasons why we shared it. If anything, this should make you wake up, talk to your child about safety, because many times we have these talks after something tragic happens. And also, this weekend, Sutton is teaching a self-defense class for 5 years and older. We have all of that information up on this story, WTSP.com and the 10 News app.